God kväll alla FZ-are. Hur står det till med er? Är ni redo för lite gaming? Ja. Det är friden på fel håll idag. Inte. Har kameran uppdaterat sig och förvirrar mig? Vem vet? Bra content i vart fall. Detta kändes bättre. Jag vet inte varför, men detta kändes bara bättre. Vad säger jag? Tjena Pierre, tjena Jinx. Har någon mer kört detta spelet? Eller är det nytt för er också? Jinx har kört igenom det. Spännande, då har vi ett proffs här. Rekommenderar du det efter att ha kört igenom det? Tjena Totally Mojo. Vet inte ens vad det är för spel, men nu kör vi. The Cozy Burger, det där är helt rätt inställning. Ska vi satsa på det nu hela 2023 med alla fantastiska FZ-streams som komma skall? Fortfarande sjuk. Nej, Silver Home, stackar. Jag är också lite krasslig faktiskt fortfarande. Jag känner med dig. Vi får sjukspela ihop. Jag vet väldigt lite om detta spelet. Förutom att det är point and click. Det är pixel art liksom i grafiken. Game Awards nominerat spel. Därmed på rösten är jag beredd på mycket voiceover. Herregud. Jag skulle haft något att dricka. Ja, det får jag springa och hämta i nödfall. Är det ett cyberpunk? Jag vet inte. Som vanligt så kastar jag mig in blind i spelet. Men voiceover-rösten ska väl vara redo. Vilka dialekter ska vi ha idag? Stämningsfull intro i vart fall här. Fabriken och det var dalmål, men jag tror du kommer att prata engelska. Då bryter man på dalmål på engelska. Gott nytt år Ludvig, kul att ha dig här, hur står det till med dig? Då bryter man på dal. I'm coming to play some Norco. And it's the best most fun game I ever played. Är det godkänt? Är det godkänt dalmålsengelska? Skånska och engelska, eller skånska och stockholmska är lite mer givet. Det är lite mer gratis på något sätt. Men vi kanske kan ha lite, vi kanske kan ha lite svenska dialekter på, vi får väl se. Vi bara kastar oss in i spelet, vad säger ni? Lite tramsa. Jag tycker vi gör det. Norco, Louisiana. Detta är ju inte riktiga Louisiana utan detta är byggt på någon form av fantasiversion. Field hid the stars behind halogen and flame projected onto the sky every night. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sound. Här vi får redan välja. I still can't sleep without it. Tycker jag vi tar. Bra med förtydligande. Nej, precis. Det bygger på någon liksom alternativ variant av Louisiana. You often dreamed that the towers were cathedrals, that the swamps listened when you spoke, that the birds came radiant spheres while circling Norco's sky. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. Coolt, redan grafiskt, det är intressant. I didn't care. Eller ska vi rösta? Jag känner ju I didn't care känns ju som ett givet val här. Är det någon som tycker åt andra hållet så får ni gärna säga det. Då låter jag er bestämma. Mysig musik. Och häftig grafisk i det tycker jag. Vi kör. I didn't care. But for a while you did. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago and onward to the West Coast, thinking you'd never return. Eller hur? Stämningen redan 2 minuter in i spelet. You wandered through the overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo. Tumbling down 99, you saw an old man crouch in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the snow. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. Okay, Blake är vår bror. You headed east. You threw your phone into Rio Grande and joined the armies of Mesa. For months, you were in the company of fugitives, sleeping in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. All stilen då på spel. The war was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land, while hiding in a freight line. Afraid, I slept. Jag tror han bet. Oh. You held the cross around your neck and mouthed the prayer to God. Kolla här, nu ser vi i chatten att vi är populära. Sorry, jag tror inte vi har någon. Jag tror inte vi har någon moderator här, så att jag får göra en snabb rensning i chatten. You held the cross around your neck and mouthed a prayer to God. You called home from a landline in a motel, somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. You made your way back home. Land. You awake from a delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Monkey watches you from the corner. Intressant. God kväll Sebastian. Hur är läget? Vilket stämningsfullt intro. Med liksom väldigt simpel musik och pixelgrafik. Vad häftigt. Jag känner redan nu vilken tur att vi ger detta spelet en chans idag. Vi får väl klicka runt lite och se. Är detta någon form av journal? Mind map. You. Måste vi välja? You are home again. Because your brother needs you. Because your mom died. You were traveling down the Pacific coast. You were in California when the summer arrived. Recall the familiar smile on the face of the old man, Central Valley ditch. The smile burned its image into your mind. Across the Rockies. Intressant detta. Jo, men det är okej med mig, småkrasslig, men alltså bra. Mysigt att få göra FZ-streaming. Your friends went south and you were glad to be alone. You spent long nights on those highways in a shitty sleeping through the Midwest. The freight cars rattled in the cold dusk as you crouched on the grain report. Suburbs, fences, traffic, flat country all passing from. Then what? You rode in the back of a van from Chicago to Des Moines. You stole a heater from Walmart and brought it to the poorly attended house show. Des Moines to Kansas City to Denver. Your mom died. The cancer metastasized. It was in her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. She was on chemo, never finished her third. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew. Alone with the morphine drip, the rattling. Okay. Usch, vad sorgligt. Vår mamma. Vad otroligt sorgligt. God kväll, bastard. Hur är läget? Vi får väl kolla läget här. Books. Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. Det låter som någonting för mig. Read. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, gently St. Bernard, and finally east. They curated a theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging movie. It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became the zeitgeist. Wise investors recuperated the experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a market for crisis. Spännande. Bastard, tråkigt att höra att du inte är okej. Du får jättegärna hänga här och distrahera dig. Om du behöver någonting så hojta till i chatten. Jag tycker i alla fall det är mysigt att ha. Och jag hoppas att det kommer bli bättre snart. You assume million has been keeping the plants alive. A million. A flyer from a show your friend put on a few weeks before you left town. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain eller I was outside. Vi får prova den översta. I got whipped in the face with a bike chain. You still have a scar above your left eye. After the show, you and Blake walked the river back to Norco. You watched the sunrise over the... Monkey. Your best friend, childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but then you left. Sat here for 5 years collecting them. 5 years. His eyes fill with anger. He challenges you to turn. Staring contest part 1. Glyphs. Glyphs will appear and flash a pattern. Match the pattern to meet the monkey. Okay. You successfully meet Monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is You stare more intensely. Starting contest part 2. Rings. Circles will appear over Monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle when the outer ring locks. Detta är nu någon form av tutorial, tänker jag. Intressant. What? Your stare was no match for monkeys. Fattar inte. Circle appear over the monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter. Missade jag den yttre ringen? Gjorde jag. Anger melts from monkeys. Rip can block. Indeed. Hur är det med det, Marcus? You drape monkey over your shoulder. Okej. Kul med lite minigames. The laptop your parent gifted you idles on a shoddy particle board disk. Konstigt att man inte har tagit med sig sin laptop. Eller vad säger ni? Brukar man inte det om man åker iväg 5 år? Den kanske hade en bättre. The laptop you brain, vi väcker den. As the screen illuminates, you notice that the signal in the house is dead. No internet. It looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left the browser tab open. Tjuvkika. Need cash fast? Install Quackjob. Use promo code BLEED3 for up to 0.005 Quack. Jag förstår det, Marcus. Jag förstår det. Det är tråkigt. Jag vet inte mycket detaljer om Ken. Visst var han en rallyförare? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics. Apps a way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than them people living in the mall in Kenner. Can't trade that coin they use on hardly any exchanges because everyone know it's a GD Ponzi scheme. Seeing this exact thing, OP, still there, seen at the base of the upper section. Place is a wasteland. Detta är någon form av karta på vårt hem. Jag har ingen aning om vad vi ska göra eller vad vi håller på. You turn on the television. A chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Weird men stämningsfullt. Eller vad säger ni? Det är någon som kommer i dimman, så nu. Alltså det har ju någonting, det här konstiga. Your mom's unfolded laundry. A family photo album. Yellowing pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather, peculiar look in his face, impossible to read. Your mom staring at Blake through the obscure lightning. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist. Heated khaki short. Tjena, gåsnus. Kul att ha det här ikväll. A photo labeled duck, scene of a barbecue on the man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscure. Turn the page and there's Blue, her father. Though you've never met him, I never thought of him that way. Just it. An easy smile on his face, a canister of dip shoved into his mouth. Is that the book? Detta utspelar sig i en alternativ verklighet, så jag vet inte om det finns en speciell tidpunkt, men jag får lite 80-tals-vibes på en del grejer. A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Dear neighbor, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the site of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco office. Memories of sleepless nights, your mom sitting here staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory. You continued to the kitchen with no words exchanged. Those nights, many of them you don't. You pursue the titles on the bookshelf. In the end, we decided to leave time. It wasn't the cat cracker smells, or the fear for our children's health that drove, though they played a part. Truth be told, was the media attention, the spokespeople and activists and academics. Skriva på min mick. Förlåt, det kan vara ett filter som låt mig veta om det är bättre nu. Truth be told, it was the media attention, the spokespeople and activists and academics and all this. I was done with it. I was done being a poster child. Done being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to gawk at or dissect in a laboratory. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin of Lake Pontchartrain. The unnamed hurricane of IW90 left the settlements of Frenier and La Branche in a state of unrecognizable destruction. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. The fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediment of lake. Critiques of deliberate externality. Shield has acquired much of Norco's most flood-resistant land through a variety of mechanisms. Madere Moore argued that one such mechanism is a process of deliberate externality. This theory posits that key corporate decision makers encourage the company to emit effluent and noxious substances into the environment with explicit intention of decreasing neighboring property values. Oh wow. Jag vill sänka värdet på bostäderna. Tjena Julia, hur är läget med dig? This compels residents to sell their properties below market value to relocate as quickly as possible. The criticism that this theory often receives is that it diminishes the importance of slavery in situating black residents along industrial fence lines up and down the Mississippi River. In the words of Carter, slavery was the deliberate externality from which Shield continues to profit. Pollution never needed. Det är intressant att se vad det är för värld vi rör oss i egentligen. Är sjuk, stackare. Krya på dig. Jag försöker förstå hur den här kartan funkar. Där går vi ut. Där går vi in. Och här kan vi gå igenom köket. Där sitter någon. Vi tar köket först i lugn och ro, eller vad säger ni? You discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen blocking the hour. Lake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machinery. Gott. Your mom's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Det är verkligen lämnat. Den har vi en alien i vår trädgård, så det ut som. Eller någonting. You're always frightened by the laundry room. Här är vinden. Det verkar inte vara jättemycket vi kan göra här. Det är en låda, va? There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mom gave it away as the end approached. Quit game, gameplay, display resolution, liner notes, toggle CRT filter, dialogue settings, audio, gameplay. Combat. Nej, vi ska spela allt som det är. Ska vi gå ut utomhus nu då? Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. You recall the night that your mom showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of light. The robot regards you casually. Hey, you were awake. Best sleep in years. The sound of the refinery did always help you sleep, didn't it? In case... I'm certain I was no help. Jag åker att du är krasslig. Det verkar som att vi är många som är lite krassliga. He gestures toward the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're in good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Eller ska hon ha en modernare robotröst? Är det där på old school robot? Jag vet inte. Where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer, but the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. I wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Why would so many people be calling? Your mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. I am unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. Who exactly wants the data? Your mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. Voice plug-in på din Wave 3-mikrofon. Nice, totally merge. Men känner verkar i slutskedet. Det är ju någonting, eller hur, Bastard? Who is this client? I haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. I took her knowledge for granted. Your mother had a lot to teach, but she wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. So anyway, well, that's all. Pry bar. A steel pry bar lies on the ground. An old, disused motorcycle with extensive rust and wear. Men hon behöver en fuse för att kunna fixa den. Disintegrating crab net. Blue taught your mom how to make these, and your mom taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise, tie chicken necks to a net, submerge it, and nurse your coffee while waiting for a bite. Låter mysigt. This truck was your grandfather's. You remember riding his lap while he let you steer. The dead wasps that was collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends, no AC, windows down. The rattling cases was deafening, going 75 on Interstate 10. Nice. Millions has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mom's death. Och vinden har vi varit på. Så har vi typ varit på alla rum i huset. Vi kunde gå vidare runt om huskanten. Jag vet inte om ni såg det. Dit kunde vi också göra. Ja, vi kommer till samma ställe då. Statue. You observe the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. Inspect further. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. It snaps off, as if by design. Behind the statue's face hides the odd assemblage of electronics, carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. Ooh. Spännande. Tur att jag var nyfiken och pillade lite på den. Your mom fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. 3 times this house was flooded. The first flood is barely a memory. Placing your feet on drenched carpet, your mom and grandfather ripping out sheetrock, sitting in a small RV in the backyard, setting dolls on a cluttered table. Hör på flunsa så ska jag lägga mig igen. Okej, sov gott Pierre. Hoppas du kryar på dig snabbt. Känns som att jag är den enda i hela Halland som klarat mig från att bli sjuk. Mojo, vad är ditt hemliga knep? You were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom. Stay in Destrehan, I'll come get you. For 2 weeks you shared a hotel room with your mom, Blake. You spent all her days gutting the house. In evenings you would sometimes help. Another pump failure. Your mom hired contractors with insurance money. You said she was getting too old for them. If you were bitter, you blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane, and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as a critical breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts weeks. Much of the sewage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground in the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private military forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an old abandoned refinery town, a ghost. Your house was squatted and then raised. Förutse framtiden. Overworld. Oh wow. Home. Shield Oil Refinery. Och det verkar vara allt vi kan gå mellan just nu. Vi går ut på gatan helt enkelt. Padu PI, Floodgates Tavern, Dimes Discount eller Home. Det brukar alltid bli kalasskikt 2 gånger om året, men sedan pandemin ingenting. Mojo har hittat ett magiskt knep. The snowball stand is closed for the winter. Oturligt. The turtle, he crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him, see, he's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. Let's go. Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Stanna in och spela spel. Där har vi det. Jinx har löst allas problem. Lights are on at Padu Private Investigators. You knock, no answer. Jag vill in och kolla läget, I guess. The Floodgates Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Okej. Vad är det? Duck. Undrar vad detta kommer innebära så småningom. På lilla mindmap. Dimes discount. A film crew is set up along the river road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Approach the set. Inte ha barnet, ett bra tips för att inte bli sjuk. As you near the set, a small energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? Sorry. Hey, you know what? Wait a second. Wait a second. You from around here? Yeah, sure. We could use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama, and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right. Noah, I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. Well, that don't make you a cowboy horse. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. The director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? The script needs work. What do you say? Hjälp undrar man syskonbarn. Du har helt rätt. Fine. Great! Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. Ursäkta? The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. Fine, Noah, you're a redneck. A real salt-of-the-earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? Just take a knee. Alright, anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain, a bad apple, a lowline? Bad daddy? Bad daddy, huh? You know solemnly. Vi får trolla honom lite. That's pretty jive, pretty seedy. I can work with that. Yeah, great. That's one more thing. What's a more regional way of saying to murdered? Slather with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. Oyster-flavored peanut butter? You maintain severe eye contact. Jesus, that's vile. That's repulsive. Just like this fucking place. I absolutely love it. Noah! Yes? Slather them with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. Got it? Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied. Bad daddy. Slathered up another poor bastard with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. Sends a shiver down my spine. Severe eye contact. Skönt uttryck. Mysigt. I seriously have to repeat this. This is how real people speak, Noah. It's how people talk outside Silver Lake. You understand? Real people are out here saying weird, gross shit all the time. So memorize that line, because that line is going to win me a Golden Globe. Oh, the director half remembers your present. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? Always had a knack for it. I guess I owe you one. If you ever need anything, talk to somebody else on set. Just don't bother me, I'm busy. Now get lost. Vid rövhål. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Well. Look who's back. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll? That's cute. Wow, Troy, you look like shit. Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family is so chill, but you so upright? Like you know anything about my family. Bruh, Ain't like Norco, some big metropolis. I used to go out to La Branche with Catherine and Blake while you were busy out there. Hell, what were you doing? Bleaching your hair or some shit? No, they got all these clowns like you saying Catherine dead. They wouldn't let her go that easy. Get lost. You don't get it, do ya? Lucky you got someone like me to break things down for your dim-witted ass. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. He used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. He needed somebody smart, somebody vigilant, somebody like me, especially with shields snooping around. I've seen some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't try to bother telling you about it, might hurt your brain. Anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station, goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. Well, that sucks. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling that might persuade me. We fight the honom. You joking, right? Trying to get wrecked? Alright then, let's go. Okay. Vi kör monkey. Oops. Och han är nere, nu måste vi köra denna. Nej. Vi fick honom ändå. Där ligger han där utanför, sen är det slagit ner. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. Candy. Protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. Good evening, how may I help you? You know Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I'm forwarding it to Perilou & Sons LLC. Perilou & Sons LLC has declined to respond to your inquiry. So why'd he get fired? American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on its outstanding mentorship and jobs training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporation's franchise locations, we merge automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. To apply for a position at any American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise location, please visit American Discount SE-ADSE today. Cool, I'm good. Manual price scanner. Fuses. You grab a fuse. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. To use an item in your inventory, drag the item from the inventory menu to the intended target. Oh! You got the backpack. You scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. You own this place. I am Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated. Semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Perilou & Sons LLC. Okay. Call it. Vi har det vi kom för. Batcher. Man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket, the sharp. Stupid horse! The man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you nor the horse. Yeah! He spits on the dirt at his feet. You know what all they dump in that water? Hell of a cocktail. Spits again, wiping a string of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here, making things harder for the rest of us. Best be sharp, young one. Vad säger ni hittills? Mycket läsande för mig, men spännande miljöer och liksom stämning de sätter. Det blir intressant att se hur spelet går vidare. A lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pool along the riverbank. A memorial languishes in the river mud. 2x4 cross plywood plaque, cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW11, whose cries of liberty echoes throughout the generations. In much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched fake across the bottom of the plank. Kan vi ge henne fuses? You got the fuse, good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of his time at Sarpy paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there. Lite svårt att få full inlevelse i spelet när tjejen kollar på Scary Movie på hög volym i andra rummet, men verkar väldigt udda. Yeah, let's go. Jag skulle bli rastlös av att spela själv, men kolla på när du spelar bättre. Så kan det vara ibland. Jag förstår precis vad du menar, Lagos. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Grafiken har någonting, tycker jag. Jag tycker det är väldigt stiligt gjort. Million has joined your party. Ja, hört pappa. Interact with party members by clicking the portraits in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. Kolla. Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. Keep staring. He stares with more intensity and his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Keep staring. Little circles of light pool in the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and his is a vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. Jo, men det är melankoliskt precis. Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. Vi småsnackar inte nu. Jag tycker att vi kör bara vidare. Kolla här. Sappy Books, det är dit vi ska. Young man leans against his station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone, his silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. That sucks. Yeah, sucks. Where this dog came from, bruh? Don't know. She's been sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Them eyes is something, bruh. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. Kan vi tvinga apan att stirra tillbaka? As you reach down to the pet, the dog, she shows her teeth, slowly growls softly. Slime Cloak, tack så mycket. Hur står det till med dig? You wonder how anyone can read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend, Erica, waiting behind the counter to greet you. Hey? And Million? When do you get back to town? I've been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you were misremembering, Erica. Weird. I guess so. But anyhow, Kay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. That's an intense scar above your eye. Oh, got it before I left town. And the minute you return, you're right back in the mix, huh? Word in the street is you cleaned Troy's clock. That guy, my god, is such a clown. Glad he finally got a little taste of what he deserves. Nice. Just doing my part for the community. Definitely. But enough about that troll. I was keeping up with your travels online, but haven't seen you post in a while. I tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. He nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Yeah. I'll miss the hell out of that woman. Same. You and your brother have been living in my heart since I heard the news. I know you weren't always on the best terms with your mom, but she loved and admired you. She talked about you constantly. I think it used to make Blake upset. He felt like you were the favorite. He's absurd. Yeah, he's a dweeb, but we still love him. Have you seen Blake lately? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was heading to the Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple of times. Did you know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Thought I'd surprise him. I'm sure he'll be relieved to see you. He's been resisting help, but he needs it. Hi, Mickey, and good evening. Thank you, darling. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Titta på katten, Crouton. So, this here is illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster on the back licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Vi provar. Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Varför gick den upp? Seems to be getting a little excited. Ska vi fortsätta klappa honom? Wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down. No, really, stop touching the cat. Crouton looks like he's fixing to explode. Ska vi göra en gång till? Nej! Vi måste prova igen. Det gäller att ha skarpa ögon. Nej, okej. Nu stressade jag. Jag tror vi kommer få någonting om vi klarar det, eller så sprängs han på riktigt. Det hade varit jättehemskt, men vi måste ju prova, eller hur? Vad säger du, Jinx? Är det värt att göra klart detta? Va? Sören i det är så seg i huvudet. Den var lätt. Okej, nu tar vi det här. Ah! Vad kan man ha för system för att... Jag tänker att jag borde vara bra på detta, men icke. Ska vi besiffra dem? Nej, nu klickar jag. Nu slarvade jag bara. Det här blir intensivt nu. Hur ska vi klara den här femte? Hjälper ni mig? Nej! Är det bara jag eller måste vi klara detta? Alltså jag känner... Jag har svårt att inte försöka med. Det går fort som fan. Nu såg jag också i tv. Extreme-tv, förlåt. Är det den eller den? Okej, det går på tid också. Annars blir katten ledsen. Jag får bara lita på min egen kunskap eller icke-kunskap. Det var lätt. What the fuck just happened to the cat? Okay, god damn it! I told you to stop fucking with the cat. Did he just launch through the ceiling? What the hell just happened? Det står what the fuck på kassan. Det var värt det. Tack för att ni hade tålamod. You grab the phone case from the counter. Vilket phone case. You scan the titles on the bookshelf. Don't be a vampire. You pick the slim self-published paperback from the shelf and flip to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of despair. Hidden from the daylight, blackout curtains are all that defer my eternal death. Though being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water. Didn't think it'd be like this. Okay. Good Hope Cemetery easement. Carbon copy of the document authorized by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. Document outlines the parish's intentions to secure a roadway for a 90-meter stretch of the Shield Instrumental Complex. This scheme would allow the descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. Jag antar att vi är klara här då. Okay, I love you. Know you're going through a hard time. But I'm a little pissed you launched the cat to the ceiling. Just give me some space, okay? Jag kan väl inte veta att din katt är en takflygarkatt. I do hope Erica is correct and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with the sense that something is wrong. En robot med intuition. Spännande. Do you feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? Catherine. Several weeks ago. Greater New Orleans, Neural Versioning Clinic. What brings you here tonight? I want a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. And you referred by Mr. Richard? Duck, that's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We'd follow his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing things in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete and cracked the driveway. And the concrete broke into pieces. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he'd remain silent. He'd sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house was safe. I wish I could have stayed, but he wouldn't have it. That's why you married Blue. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was in my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? No. It was a difficult night for you. I didn't feel real. It didn't feel. Så Return to Monkey Island, mysigt, bra spel, eller hur? Where was Blue? He sat at the window all night. East-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. That's right. Jag vet inte, vi sparar allt, varför inte? Jag har ingen aning vad det kommer påverka. How was it after that, in the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house, nursing Kay, and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember the tempo of the streetlights. The police scattered across the East Bank. Carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. Ja, vi sparar väl alla minnen, eller vad säger ni? Det känns väl dumt att radera någonting. Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. Several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminium refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swirled in a kind of desperation. Took her home, knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. What is the significance of this image to you? It's, well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. It followed me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is when Mr. Richards' branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped. Hard fork, an extremely rare instance, and grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio. told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with a thing, sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. App pays? Yes. I see. It seems this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. Slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal, and no cause for alarm. I thank you for your patience, Miss Madeira. Nu är vi alltså mamman, så vi får berätta den här storyn i liksom olika omgångar. Och det känns som att hon har ju varit med om någonting. Det fanns ju spår av den här appen precis i början av spelet. Det känns som en mysterievariant. No idea what Superdog wants from me. Better check my phone. Ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual disorientation or distortion are common side effects of the versioning session. Shall I contact our on-call physician? No, it's fine. Very well. Last name. It's Madeira. First name Catherine. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You have chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services and is without warranty. You're eligible for a free sync anytime before New Year. Thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans New World Versioning Clinic for your cognitive versioning needs. Så de kan alltså spara minnen. Wallet Watch. Hon har de här mystiska pengarna som man pratade om tidigare. Och Quack Job. Says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. Mm. 5G. Order ride. Case picker. Undrar vad det är. Aha. Om fodralet till telefon. The Interstate Expressway traces a scar from Claiborne Avenue from east to west. East. The bridge cuts east through the Trem and the 7th Ward like places whose stories should be forgotten, left behind in haste. The pillars still tell those stories beneath the interstate. East, above the industrial canal, the mouldering strip molds the narrowed expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi and the winter weeknight darkness, and onward to Florida where it terminates. Puppet Theater. Makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is about. Intressant om man ska spela mamman också nu. Man ska berätta storyn från mer än ett håll. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You've been to any of these? No, what is it? Puppet show. They always start late. I told them I'd help load the gears. I'm stuck here until it's over. My stomach is going to eat itself. Upp tidigt imorgon och sedan månadsmöte efter jobbet till 19. Oh wow, lång dag. Roligare onsdag. Själv har jag för en skull en lite lugnare dag imorgon. Kan ni då kaxigt säga, men det är den första på länge. Ta hand om dig, sov gott, Tully Modus, ses vi snart igen. City Hall. Inte mycket vi kan göra, men vi kollar. Beautiful night, huh? Yeah, it's lovely. There's finally a cool front. Been waiting months for it. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus, you see a different side of the place. What do you mean? How so? People pass through this building at night you'd never expect. You know, what do they call themselves? The Gregs, Garys, can't remember the name. No idea. The kids are squad at the prominent mall. You're obsessed with Ken or John? Nope. Then it probably wouldn't mean much to you. But anyhow, I see them come in and out of City Hall almost every night. I know it's them because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then, once you're a full Greg, Gary, whatever, you get to wear the blue polo. No, it sounds like a joke, but it's not. They don't realize it. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at night. Why do they come? I wish I had a clue. Okay, French Quarter. Ooh, är det jul? Well, ho, 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 ho! Santa's eyes roll widely in their deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help spread some Christmas cheer? It's my last dollar. Should probably hold on to it. No! You should give it to those less fortunate than yourself. You're right. Know what? You're right. Okay, that's fine, I'll take it. You'll take it? Thank you? I do what I can. Det var lite weird. And that is why Marvin Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Royal Street. That's not scary at all. I paid for a ghost tour. If we're just going to walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back. This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you? Well, technically I'm not one, but excuse me? My roommate is. Then where is he? Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. I'm having an alright time. This city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score some Molly? I hate New Orleans. Okay. Creepy Santa, verkligen. Curious Duck verkar stängt. There's a small plaque next to the door that says Curious Duck. This is the place. Door's locked. Finns en weird snubbe där, är det han? Hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approached. Oh, hey, hi. He watches Catherine with a silent grin. So is this, I'm flannelless, and these? He makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of vague meat. Are my hot dogs? Would you like one? Sure, what the hell. I'm dying anyway. Really? You're buying a dog? That's fantastic. That's great. You seem a bit surprised. It's just been a while since I've gotten some business. Been a little slow. Haven't ordered new dogs in a while. So these are old dogs? Nothing to worry about. They keep well. How old? Business was popping. Like I was doing really well back in year YX2D. YX2D. That's nearly a decade ago. How would you like? You're stressed. Tell you what, I think I'll pass. I'll be here all night. Anything else I can help you with? Curious Duck store is locked. What's with this shop over here? I was told to come by, but the door's locked. The Curious Duck. Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock. What's the secret knock? I can't say. I'm sorry. It's urgent, please. Well, I do need some business. Alright, I'll buy one of these old hot dogs. You won't regret it. Doubtful. How much? Just $14. Is that a joke? It's what a joke? Christ, do you take wallet transfers? Cash only? Damn, well... What if I send some business your way? Then I'll show you the knock. Fine, it's a deal. What is it? Found another dollar? No? Well, go find one. As a matter of fact, I was going to suggest that you spend your fresh new dollar on a delicious hot dog. What? Right over there. You're creeping me out. A delicious, well-aged hot dog. Those things are expensive. I only have $1 because of you. Haven't gotten me any more of them. Now leave me alone. Okay. Hey, ma'am, you got anything to spare? I gave my last dollar to Catherine gestures across the street. Santa. You gave sketchy Santa your money? His sign says he's raising money for veterans. Last night it was for leukemia. Night before that it was for something else. I respect the grift, but he stole our corner. You should confront him. We did. He, tried to kill us. Yeah. With a knife. Wow. It was dull, so I just bruised a little bit. Are you okay? Be a lot better if I had another drink. Can we scare me back on? What is it? Found another dollar? No. Well, go find one. As a matter of fact, I was going to suggest... Okej, det blir bara samma dialog igen. Den har vi ju redan gjort. Vi har en dröd att åka tillbaka. Crowd has arrived to watch the show. Show is getting started. I should take a seat. Deep in this press hollow I hide. I mourn. My last child has died. They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads, behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking street. He fed me strange plants and deli meat. He even covered me with blankets when I need to sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool has not rested a single night since. He talks his bayous each night, hoping to see my eyes shine. Calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine. Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp-catching man. Killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this, and you may again leash me like a dog. Vänta. Ett minispel. Fan vad weird, men nice. Hello, fisher fool. We've trolled this by you for many nights. Here I am, the one who you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp-catching man, the one who captures the small ones. Peel the flesh from his skull. Do this, and I'll be your dog again. måste ta oss dit på något magiskt sätt. Kan man åka i den här lilla cracken som är här? Nej. Intressant minispel. Oops. Solitary egret stands in the rush undisturbed by the boat's weight. Känns som man måste upp eller ner och så runt om för att kunna ta sig till den här stället. Oops. Kan det vara här? A hand-painted cross and votive candles hide in the rushes along the bank. A bone-white oak tree towers above the display with a plaque nailed to its trunk. It reads, "Monster that took you, promise I'll find. Your daddy he'll love you, rest easy child." Smaller assortment of sentimental objects are piled at the foot of the cross. Hipster objects. A journal, 2 waterlogged to read. A set of playing cards, small figurine, telephone case. You slide the case into your pocket. Vilket weird minispel. Ouch. Dubbel ouch. Been a long time. I seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened then. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She makes her den just across the way. Took my child from me. I buried him where I found him, near where she stayed. I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her. But she know better than to show her face. Were one to cut out that big skull of hers, that'd be something worth bragging of. It'd be a roadside marble. That'd be money to me. I see that rifle you're holding. What do you say? Ska vi döda shrimper eller ska vi döda alligatorn? Båda två har fått sina barn dödade. Det är ju bara en story i spelet, men ändå. Har ni några åsikter vad vi ska välja här? Vad gjorde du, Jinx? Tycker du vi ska ta en annan väg? Men då dödar vi shrimper denna gången och låter alligatorn leva. Det är trots allt bara en story. Undrar vilken, liksom, vad som händer med våra val. Hur det kommer påverka, om det kommer påverka. An alligator hangs dead from the meat hook fastened to the limb of a cypress tree. Känns det som en mördare till karaktär. Alltså detta är ju en story de berättar om. Detta är inte vad vi faktiskt gör, utan detta är ju den här dockteatern som berättar en historia. Three crows watch from the power line that runs along the bank. Så att ouch. You did my bidding, fisher fool, just like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience drained. You'll not humiliate me again. Consider this your last mistake. Det slutar med att alla dör. Spoiler. Haunted by you ghost tour. Fisherman's blind. World's most dangerous by you. I relished the horror that struck the fisher fool's eyes. I first took one limb but left him alive. Made him crawl like a dog before he died. Hur behagligt. Show's over, but crowd hasn't left. Maybe they're hoping for an encore. Now they're talking about performing an encore. This is taking forever. I need to find something to eat. Just det här med hungrig. There are hot dogs up the street. There's a guy selling hot dogs in the corridor. You should grab one. I'm looking to treat myself tonight. These are what you might call vintage hot dogs. They're finely aged delicacy. Oh, really? That's a bit more interesting. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll go check it out. Då vi fixade en kund. Hi, hey, thanks for sending some business my way. No problem, but we had a deal. Deal? You were supposed to show me the knock? Oh, well, sorry. Rosie would be upset. Are you kidding? I sent you business, show me the knock. That was the deal. Well, okay, but I'll only show you once. So here, listen. Do you get it? That was a secret knock? Very secret. That's how everyone knocks. Exactly. Who would suspect it? And Catherine knocks on the door and hears the subtle sound of its unlocking. Call it. This cat looks familiar. Don't touch the ball. Suppose you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch my magic ball. Don't work like that, love. Vi är franska kvarteret. Now I got to clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries, greasy ends. Nasty. You must be one of them super duck people, always coming around there looking down at their cell phones. Greasy hands, terrible. The app said I should come here. The app? Yes, ma'am. Something's not right about you. You a drughead? I'm sorry, is this the right place? It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Dallas will tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right up front. I don't got time to be babysitting you. Now that I got to clean all up this. Stains all over my ball? You even check your shoes before you came in? They're clean. Well, I know that's a lie. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck, that ain't the real. I know. Trashy. Wow, vilken otrevlig tant. I said don't touch my ball, love. Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls and tribal figurines cluttered the display. Flirt med Monkey Island? Frågetecken. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinkets spills from the table. Plastic simulacra of ceremonial masks on the wall. Why are you still here? Go find Dallas. Let him deal with you. Okej. Men hur hittar vi Dallas? Där har vi Dallas. I'm guessing you're Catherine. That's right. Rosie debriefed ya? Was that a debriefing? She can be kind of... He casts his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Quack Job should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around. Have you been on Quack Job long? Been doing this before there was an app, but Super says use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me. What's SuperDoc? It's a way of making money. Right, but it's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose. I don't know what it exists. None of that. There are nodes all across the region, points where you can speak with SuperDoc directly. These are all things Rosie should have told you. Not surprised she didn't. I got it. Let's go. I'm ready. Okay, don't tell me. Me too. Check the app and let's get moving. Han är vårt party nu. Okay. Receive orientation at Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies in Fat City. Only reason I ever come to the court is for work. What's next? Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. Men det har jag gjort. Men vi har ju inte råd att åka någonstans. Vi är fattiga. Nu har vi pengar. Det är väl för att vi har han med oss. Wholesale restaurant supplies. The doors are locked. The office is closed. Weird. Spooky. Act 2. Refinery Ice. Alltså det är ett weird men coolt spel, vad säger ni? Weird är bara förnamnet, men det har ju ändå någonting. Erica said Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather. A sprawling shield industrial complex. Long ago it was plantation land, cheap and abundant along the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. Chemical annex came online later. Children of the enslaved became the neighbors of this machine. Okay. That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc. Sitting at the end of the bar, he's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking with him. Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face. Don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media has been putting out these days. It's all lies, meant to divide working people. See for yourself. He gestures to the TV. That what you're making your website, Keith? To set the record straight? You know that's right. Evening, folks. Can I get something started? Do you know Blake Madeira? Yeah, I know Blake. He hasn't come around in weeks. Not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time. Wait, Blake ripped you off? I let him catch some sleep right here behind the bar after the last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off with the register. I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs. Was trying to give the kid a chance. Gave him some chores around the place. Course. Done with him now. Done with him. Someone said Blake came by here last night. Nah, he'd be a fool to show up here after what he did. Okay, thanks. A man lies face down on the bar, surrounded by empty bottles. Why are you touching my partner? This is where he comes to relax. Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey guys, look at this dynamic duo. Not sure I've been seen these around before today. Her guts. That filthy one right there. Hates Medeiros oldest. Other one's a robot. En sekund mina vänner, jag måste bara fixa en sak snabbt. You pulling my leg? That's gay, Blues baby. Come on now, I work the turnarounds with Blue. Good man. Great man. Had some stories, him. How come his kid came out like they did? Look how this one's dressed. Looked to me like she headed to the job site or the circus. Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress. You're right about that one, Keith. Sad the way the kids turned out. Forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated professional sloyd, and I happen to have a bit of information. Spit it out then. Hey listen, I do things on my own time, you understand? Whining ain't going to make this go no quicker. What he means to say is he don't do nothing but sit around and drink. My ass, I'm the hardest working flatfoot you can find me. Okay. LeBlanc, please. Time is of essence. Pull your heels. I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb. That is not correct. Save your battery alive. It's playing with you. Tell you what. Why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? Okay. What do you need? I need a beer for your boy. Lord help me, another sap buying that low-life drink? Okay. Ma, need you to buy me a little snack too? Seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car. But this is enough to get us going. So alright, where do I even start? Yo mama ever tell you about me? No, I don't think so, no. Nothing. I mean shit, she must have said something. Hard-nosed detective, charming and mysterious. Keep it up, Brett. Alright. I'm sure I came up. Problem is, you got a piss poor memory. Us investigators, we go keep our memories sharp. But while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand? My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. I knew her since I was a boy. Everyone around here knew Catherine. She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself. People said she was kin to Jesus. Old man lived behind loops would say that. Talking about Pawpaw. Yeah, Pawpaw. Been years since I thought about him. A lot you can say about Pawpaw. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying a coon ass like me, a child of Christ, you know that's bullshit. We all Christ's children. Not like that, guys. You know what I mean? Like literally. Wait, not interested. Damn, well, alright. Catherine never noticed. He was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Popo never wanted to be seen. He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him. Blue wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow. You got a point there, Keith. You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her, and she admired me. Who wouldn't? Anyone who knows him. Oh, peasant, yeah. Or sees him. You all been jealous of my looks? Or smells him? Now I know you're full of it. I sprayed this whole suit down in cologne just this morning. Don't mind Gus. I always been the handsome one and he gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. Got a window, looks out on the yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, I ain't got my wallet with me. And you want us to buy you another drink? That's a real generous offer, Robert. Thank you for that. Unbelievable. What's this going to be this time, folks? LeBlanc wants another. Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. This is the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. This really important information I'm trying to share. Valuable, you might see. You buy me the cheapest beer in the house. A little rude, maybe. That's okay. That ain't no problem. So listen here. This is what I want to tell you. My office window looks out your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye on the streets. This was a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I sensed this shield security type leaving the house. They was carrying a box. You saw shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying, Robot. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? Är det inte otroligt ändå vilket uttryck de har fångat i liksom ansiktet på den här zoomen och i grafiken? Man känner verkligen tydliga karaktärer trots att det är pixligt liksom. Eller det kanske att jag lever mig in och att dialogen är välskriven. Jag vet inte. Något har de gjort rätt. What would Shield be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there. She always took a bit of an interest in your mom. I hear she's a loose cannon. Why would she be interested in my mom? Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wanted that what was in her head. Okay, enough about Laura St. Clair. Why didn't you stop the shield agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? When were you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? I told you I was looking out the window and I saw them shield people. So answer the question, Brett. You see these people breaking into a home. You're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed them. Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell, ask her in town, everyone knows I'm a killer, are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. I was taking shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window's next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. Haven't been started wiping when I see them shield dudes. Alright, bruh. Would you run down Apple Street with poo all over your ass? The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. Had I been done wiping, guarantee you that they'd be dead right now. I'm dead serious. That's enough. Before you go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. It would be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informants on Indeed. Circle back afterwards. Might have a little more information to share. So we can köpa mat här. What's now? Oh boy, got hungry? Yes, actually. Sucker born every day. Got good for business, I guess. should have mentioned I don't care much for fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me sandwiched, is all. But forget all that. What's important right now is that I understand what I told you. I saw shield thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What the box contained, no idea. But they was in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery in that old plantation house, where the real action happens. If I had to guess where they was heading, that'd be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. He's making himself a little news website. What's the name going to be, Keith? Oh, I got a few ideas in mind. You just like Doc, bruh. Doc used to be digging all any news too, digging up dirt and all the big wigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You'd be bad to see Doc K? The man could use visitors. Who? No wonder you don't remember your mom talking about me. You got a pecan for brain. Hey, I find it surprising that you don't remember Doc. Even the damn robot think it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in a grave, kid. Better go see him. That old boy knows shit no more than anyone does. Where is he? What do you mean? Kate must have took you to the Doc 1,000 times. Think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps, so yes, quite. Why talk like that? Did they make you in England or something? You sound like Hiccup and like a queen. Thank you. Weird ass thing. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. Weird. Hey, the ducks. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was heading here yesterday evening, but the bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that Shield has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope that they point us toward your brother. Accessing Shield's headquarters won't be easy without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. Nu har vi den här crazy grejen här. Duck. An old friend of your mom's, your memory of him is scattered and vague. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? You try to recollect his face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was always happy to see him. His health. It took a turn before you left. A bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Your mom brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His son. Dead at 14, an explosion in the yard. Usch, vad hemskt. Natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. Pipeline. It crossed the property to Shield's chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line. What's left of it anyhow? Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust, the damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table in those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in dimes. Ha! Så där kan vi liksom få bilder om saker som är lite otydliga. Ditchman vet vi ingenting om än. Vi får väl ta oss dit kanske. Varför är det lyser den grönt på det sättet? Är det något vi missar? Yes. Här var det mörkt. Jag verkar inte kunna klicka på någonting. Ah! Lampa! The first one to come through here, toppling over all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay? Not like your brother. You're hanging out in the dark? Yes, I am. How's it been, Duck? How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive. Just trying to keep myself out of trouble. Till it's my turn to go. So, head drive? I unleashed it. The monster, Super Duck, calls itself that just to get to me, just to piss me off. Han byggdes Superduck. What? It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they don't even have a license. Your mother went to the same clinic for hers. Tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain. It begins to laugh. It's spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listens. Stop responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with, so you kept up with my mom. Up until right near the end, okay? She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it wearing on her. It took a toll on her body. It started in her liver. They burned it out. Thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found Lil in her lungs. He was still going all over town, walking up and down airline like some kind of bag lady. Figured she thought it'd go away, but she ignored it. But that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. Been getting sores, cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that, said, Catherine, this not the kind of thing you can work off. You think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working. No more doing nothing. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. I never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it, but what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So, crazy story. Men spännande. We're trying to get into the refinery. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? They stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest in your mother. Can you help us get in? I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long. Been dying to tell somebody. Don't know how she'll manage to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit, but just got myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. And whatever you do, okay, I'm asking you to be careful. You mentioned the buyout. You must have noticed coming in, the houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. Papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. Shield moved in. We suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard. Just won't grow. Never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If Shield have never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was all right. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now, I'm the last one left in dimes, so I'm sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive's clinic, they ask you to write down memories, control points, they call them. I couldn't stand to write out his name, it was too painful, skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried by a piece of my boy inside it. I have more questions about my mom. This monster, my mom was working for it? Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground, all over the region, with teeth and hands and all that kind of shit. Unbelievable, turns my stomach. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. Couldn't get a single word out of her at a point. Actually, the hexing. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. You sit before the shield terminal display. Relax for a minigame, hacker. This is the map of Shield Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones. Choose destination from the neighboring boundaries. Man kan flytta dem till andra zoner. Oj. Maximum capacity. Nej! Den slavar lite när man trycker flera gånger. Irriterande. Origin zone is unsecured, allocating drone for maximum. It seems there is precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will relocate a drone to its unsecured neighborhood. This means that when removing the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Okay. Oops. Ingen neighbors får vara maximum capacity. Så där är en. Detta är lite halv-weird, men jag försöker mitt bästa. B är ju också neighboring. Ja, du flyttar den också. Vad härligt det är. Klurigt. Och vet ni vad? Jag kommer att lämna detta till er att upptäcka själv. För att klockan börjar bli mycket. Det har varit kul att prova på det här spelet i alla fall. Jag förstår varför det har varit nominerat till Game Awards. Det är annorlunda. Det är klart att det finns element man känner igen från tidigare spel, men den är annorlunda. Och de lyckas med den här grafiken och ljuden bygga en väldigt levande värld och en spännande story tycker jag. Man vill veta mer. Vad är det som händer och varför? Kul minispel hittills. Bra liksom, idéer. Som gör att det inte bara blir dialog. Men dialogen är otroligt välskriven också. Vad säger ni mina kära FZ-are? Nu kommer också stunden när jag ska berätta vad vi streamar nästa vecka. Och vet ni vad? Jag vet inte. Vi är igång som vanligt nu igen dock. Så ni kan räkna med stream redan på lördag. Det kan faktiskt bli så att det blir Miriam, ni får se då. Kanske blir det Minecraft tillsammans med er. Vi får se. Så är det. Tack så mycket till alla som har tittat. Jag hoppas ni har haft en trevlig kväll. Vi ses snart igen.